So this customer bought a car from us, had checks bounce, wire didn't go through. So he did a deal supposedly with his dad as a co-signer, but he forgot that he told us that his dad died. And so this is a great story.
Probably was, yeah.
Do you think his dad really? Oh yeah, his dad died. Do you think
His dad didn't die. I talked to his dad on the phone. I forgot that he told
What?
Oh, no.
What?
His dad,
What?
I forgot about that.
What?
Yeah, so his dad co-signed on the loan, and I called and spoke to his dad in a veterans home in Ogden. He's like 80-something years old. I forgot about that.
You didn't tell us that.
I didn't know.
Like,
I totally
weeks.
spaced that he had told us his dad died. He
Sounds
put
like
his
a
dad
thousand
on the app. On the app. I'm not joking.
So this dude, let's tell the story. Should we tell the story?
Oh man, how much time do you have?
Yeah. So this dude bought a car from us and was gonna wire the money, but couldn't.
So
yeah,
he wrote a check, a personal check.
No, he was gonna wire it first and couldn't transfer it in time.
No. So he wrote a check that he handed us the day he bought it, and the check bounced because he said I wanted to wire it instead, so I was moving the funds, so I canceled the check, and then the wire never came through. We got a wire for $1, and we asked why.
Because he was testing the account.
Test for $1, and then he had to approve it, and he didn't know he had to do that, and so he went back, and anyway, that was a month and a half ago.
Maybe longer.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
And he did the tax credit, so the car's been discounted $4,000, so we
Yep.
can't take it back. But it's been what?
2 months.
Of constant texting, phone calls.
Bounce checks.
Oh, he brought in another check.
Yep.
For a
For
few grand.
$2,000, and that bounced.
Yeah.
And then
Promises of completion and applicants and different new applications and co-signers, and I'll bring you a check. It'll be handled tomorrow. How many? Six or 12 times by now?
so I mean, we're gonna report the car stolen, give the cops his home address, his work address, his temp tag number, and then I'll go after him for damages, mileage,
Yep.
interest, fees, everything I can, which I've never done before.
Yeah.
I've never done
We'd
that.
rather not.
I've never done it,
Yeah. We'd rather it just get sorted out.
but just either
Yeah,
return the car or pay me for the car, dude.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Obviously, we'd rather not go down that road.
No.
This is crazy though. But I mean, we've been way nice and way lenient and way understanding.
I can tell you right now, the internet's going to say we've been too nice.
Way
sure.
too
Too
Well,
lenient.
we have.
But right now, he's saying that. So he didn't do it through our link. He
No.
did it with them.
No, he's doing it directly because he wants us to have zero visibility into what's actually going on.
Ask him for the name and phone number of the person so we can call him,
Okay.
and then we'll call him.
Yeah, he's not
Say,
saying
can we have the name and phone number of the person? We'd like to call him and confirm that that's the case.
Because if we do the credit app, then
Yeah.
he can't string us along.
My mom.
Well, we
would-
tried. We tried several times to say, hey, let us send the app for you
Yeah.
so that we can have
Have
direct
visibility.
access and complete visibility. We will handle this for you.
Well, he's saying it's a
Nothing.
business one instead of a personal one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe.
My mom would always say you can either be angry or entertained. So we're choosing to be entertained at this point, right?
I'm trying to hold on to the little bit of entertainable bone that I've got in my body at this
Well,
point.
I don't know why though. For some reason, I've just felt like I don't know.
Well, early on, I was kind of on board. I was like, okay, it might just be a bunch of bad circumstantial stuff.
Most of it
sounded
sounded
legit.
pretty legit, and I still think some of it was.
Some of it. And I called him and spoke with him, and it was the weirdest call, and it's recorded. You should look it up. And I wondered for half a second, it sounded
Is
like
that
it was
stepdad, real dad? I mean, do we
It
know?
sounded like it was somebody else, like pretending. But I'm like, but he said that it was his dad. That's crazy, dude. I totally forgot about that. Because he told us his dad died, but then he put him on as a co-signer. I called him and said, hey, I want to call and make sure that he's okay being the primary on this loan.
Dude.
And he gave me a number, and I called him.
Let's ask.
That's crazy.
Tell him we've
actually.
got a question, an important question to ask him. Let's put him on. Let's put him on.
That's crazy, dude. I totally didn't connect that.
Yeah. But tell him we need to call him on Facebook audio or on FaceTime audio, and I'm gonna pin it to him. So got an important question. So he said his dad died and he was dealing with the funeral and all these unplanned
Yeah.
expenses.
And
That's what we
then he put his dad as the primary on the loan application. That's
and I'm going to
wild.
ask him for his name. We're going to look up his obituary where he's on the phone.
I've got his dad's name. It's in.
But he might say it was my stepdad, or it was my biological dad, or it was my. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for that. So, dude, that's next level. All right, so our customer that stole the car and had his dad die and all that stuff. This is part 2. He called me back, and I'm gonna let him know what the update is. It's not great. I will tell you, you're in some trouble. But anyway, that's up to you. The police did tell us, it'd be great if you returned the car and paid it back, because it'd be one less thing that there are other people that are have called the police about you, and there's other cases and there's other things going on I'm sure you know about. I don't know what they are, but we're not the only ones that are trying to find you and that you owe money to and other things. But they did say it would be good for you if you paid us, and because that's one less thing that we could remove our name from their list of things. But this is definitely criminal, just so you know. It's not civil. They're pursuing it as a criminal offense. And so we'd love for you to have a check from the cashier's check tomorrow, and if you can bring that in, that'd be great.
Okay, and I don't know about other things, but...
Well, I know you got you had a DUI, and this car got impounded in October, right?
That did happen, which I was not intoxicated.
Right, but regardless, the car was impounded. I mean, they just shared some stuff with us that,
That is true.
Yeah, well, hopefully UCCU, you signed your docs, and you'll get a cashier's check tomorrow, and we can remove our name from the list of folks that have filed a report with police.
But being honest, are you really serious? There's other... Because I really don't know.
I'm dead serious. Dead serious. That's why they're interested in this as a criminal case, because there's other outstanding issues. I thought it was just going to be civil and we'd file a police report and that'd be that, but no.
Could you tell me?
I don't know. I have no idea. They won't tell us. They shouldn't tell us. All I'm saying is they have now embraced this as a criminal case. And so we'll be submitting documents and copies of canceled checks that we'll be uploading into their system, and all kinds of other things that we're just going to provide as evidence. And they told us if you pay us for the car, bring the car back and reimburse us for our costs, then we can remove our complaint. It doesn't mean they won't go after you for other stuff, but at least it'll be one less thing. I want the car plus reimbursement for the tax credit plus reimbursement for miles and wear and tear. So I'll text you what that, I'll figure out what that amount is, and I'll put you on a text thread with me, and I'll just put it with me and Tim and Tyler. And so yeah, you've got two choices for us to remove our complaint. You can bring the car back with that dollar amount in cash or a cashier's check, or you can bring us a cashier's check for the dollar amount plus the extra, the purchase price plus the extra. Either one are great, and we're happy to call the police and say, hey, he squared up with us, and we're done. But as long as that doesn't happen, the wheels are in motion, and repossession, criminal prosecution, all that stuff is happening.
I understand, but if I do come through, you'll do what you can.
Yeah, I would love. Look, man, I don't want anything to do with this other stuff.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
That should happen before noon tomorrow. I wake up when they open, bro, and go in there at 9 a.m. and get your cashier's check.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay, okay, sounds good. I'll let you on time.
Okay. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, see ya.
Y'all been asking for updates on Chad, the guy that took the Porsche plug-in hybrid from us with all the excuses. So just so you know, I call him every day, multiple times per day. So we're going to do a series called Let's Call Chad. And one of these times he's going to pick up. I'm about ready to put Chad in my favorites because I'm calling him so many times a day, but let's give him a call today, see if he answers.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to
I
reach
usually
is
don't
not
leave him a
available.
voicemail, but let's
At the
leave him one
tone,
this time.
please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Chad, it's Alex over at EV Auto. How you doing, buddy? It's 10:30, so that means the banks are open. Hoping you are swinging by and grabbing that check. Give me a call, or I'll keep calling you back. Thanks. Can't wait to give you the update on Chad. He hasn't answered yet. Let's try him again.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang
Why
up.
not? Leave him another. Hey Chad, Merry Christmas. Just calling again about that payment for the Porsche. I'll try you again later. To the surprise of no one, Chad has not answered. I'm calling, honestly, it's entertaining to me a little bit. I'm calling, I don't know, few times a day. This will be my last call for today, and hopefully it works. Otherwise, we'll do another part in the series until we either see him, get a hold of him, we repossess the car, or he gets arrested. One of these things are going to happen. I sure hope it's one of the first two. So here we go. At least he hasn't blocked
Your call
me.
has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hasn't gone straight to
the person
voicemail.
you're trying to reach is not available.
Chad, happy holidays. Just checking in with you, buddy. Banks are open. Wires, cashier's checks, cash. Come on by, bring the car. Let's get this thing done, buddy. Talk to you later. And then I send a text to Chad just documenting that another day is passing without payment or car. So what do you think? Am I going to get the car back? I mean, I'll get it back at some point, right? Repossessed, towed, possibility he returns it. Maybe the cop sees it. Does he bring it back? So let's see. All right, I just said, hey, Chad, call you a few times, no answer. Let's not have another documented day of no car, no payment. When's good to do both? Okay. All right. We're calling Chad again. So we're doing something new. If you saw Bryson DeChambeau, he did this thing where he was trying to hit hole in one over his house, and every day he'd hit one more ball until he got it. So I'm going to call Chad one more time every day until he answers. So I've been calling him for a few days, so I'm not starting at 0. Today we're going to start at 3 calls. So this is call number 2. And I'm blocking my number this time. He's on the run. Start the meeting with somebody else's phone, and we call Chad.
You're kidding.
All right, we'll do it.
Well, let's do
Actually, it can't be mine.
it needs to be a phone. Who's willing to sacrifice their phone to potentially
Yeah, I don't care.
various threats and so forth?
I'll start setting an alarm at 2 o'clock in the morning and start calling him. Maybe he's a night owl, you know? Maybe that's when he's awake. Maybe that's why he's not answering the phone.
Can we
That's
see what
funny,
time
dude.
of day his DUI was? At that time of week?
It'd be sadder if it was in the middle of the
I was
day.
gonna say if it's at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's pretty
Do you
bad.
need, who wants to call him?
Yeah, who's going to be our...
I'll give you his phone number.
Let's unleash TikTok on Chad.
He's probably just avoiding all calls.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Could be a good text from Dalton. Or maybe, hey, I had a missed call from this number. Who is this? Let's see if he responds back. By the way, our XRP is up. It's 5%.
All right, we'll see.
Okay. Did it go through Blue Bubble?
Blue bubble.